better lock my house. Not to get out of here somehow. Yeah, I did it. I didn't think that was possible. Oh, you're a fatty. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tight squeeze there, dude. I can do that. Boop. Whoa. Okay. The beautiful smell of weed. Give me a little zippity zip. Hopefully all this water doesn't flick up on me. Could have been a bad day to ride, but oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. This is the alien beard here today, and I am motovlogging. It's been a crazy past few months, as you might have been able to tell, because I have not. Weed smells delicious. Because obviously, I've been dead. What is this? Oh, I self-soap. I've been dead for the past few months, but I'm back alive. More on that later. Anyways, I'm back on the Harley. I have lots of things that happened while I have been gone. And man, I missed it. It feels so good. It feels so good. But since it is the last day of 2018, we have to be talking about 2018. What happened in 2018 that was significant in your life? What happened in 2018 that was significant in my life? Let me think about this. More on that later. Those are all like different videos. Lots of things happened in 2018, and even more things are gonna happen in 2019. I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I actually will be dead. But I'm on the way to the gym right now. I'm gonna hit some back, some deadlifts. Might try to get a little bit of footage for you guys. Was there a bug in here? See what I'm doing. But one thing that's happening right now, my business is slowing down. Obviously it's a landscape business, so slows down in the wintertime, you know, January, February. So I have a little bit of time on my hands. Ooh, I almost went there too. That I wouldn't even have made it to 2019. Let's go, Bessie. Want to be careful on these roads. I hate riding on wet roads. I'm back on Old Betty. You know why it's Betty? Because Black Betty, the song, you know? You guys know the song. Anyways, let me try to recap 2018. I did not have this planned, so I'm gonna give me a second to think. Play the Jeopardy song. I can't think of anything right now. But anyways, I'm hoping it doesn't rain. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain. I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on right now, what I am looking at. So, let me tell you, Sunday, I went to go look at a bike. It was a Supermoto, a WR450F, and it was all street legal and everything. Maybe I'm wrong in this, so you guys can let me know. But this bike, he said, had 900 miles on it. Of course, you can't trust anybody who says that, because you can just clear the odometer on those things. But he said it had 900 miles on it, and while he was cleaning it, he accidentally deleted the odometer, because you can reset them. So that was all right. I mean, I can understand that. Oh, yes. Ooh, that was a bad shift. But anyways, so I got on it, rode it around, pretty nice. I love the motor on that bike. I mean, it's just so smooth. It just seems like a perfect dual sport, like Supermoto bike, which this one was. So I rode it around, a lot of fun, everything works fine, no leaks or anything. And I was even finding WR450s for a lot less. Of course, he had like Supermoto rims and tires. They weren't anything nice or anything. carbon fiber skid plate, a stabilizer, full exhaust. I think that's about it. And then he said it had 2 brand new tires. And I look at the back tire, and it was already all the way down to the wear bar. He's like, oh, I didn't see that or anything. But it's weird because the front tire and the edges of the back tire were fine. It's not as if he was cruising down the road, just sitting like this the whole time, putting a bunch of miles on it. But if it had 900 miles, I mean, it just doesn't make sense that it's already way down to the wear bar. So it's weird because, I mean, I feel like he was doing burnouts on it. I mean, that's the only conclusion I came up to, but of course I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times, so. But the other thing that I was gonna tell you guys, so he had a 160 size, I think that's millimeter, 160 mil back tire. And, sorry, I just had to get over. 160 mil back tire, which is apparently a little bit larger than you can usually fit on those. And he had custom spacers on the back. But I looked at the rear tire again, and there was like all these marks where the chain was rubbing on the side of the tire, which was never mentioned to me before either. It was like pretty bad. The chain was rubbing really bad. He's like, oh yeah, you could just get 150s. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to anyway because the rear tire is horrible. And it was already for sale for 3 months. I messaged him before a while ago. I just never went to go look at it, but it's been for sale for over like 3 months, and obviously you could tell why. So I mean, maybe that was a good price, maybe it wasn't, but I guess I'm gonna just keep looking. Anyways, be right back. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to figure out what supermoto bike would be best for me. I think the WR250 RX is just a little bit on the slow side, and I'm gonna want to upgrade it again. That's kind of why, one of the reasons why I want to get another bike is because this thing is kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it makes like what, 38 horsepower to the wheel stock? That's nothing. That could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but still, I mean, it weighs like 500 pounds. It's hard to get 500 pounds moving, that's for sure. So what I would like to do is get, you know, maybe a DRZ 400. I think that's like ultimately the best option, even though it doesn't have any, I mean, it's got a carburetor, of course. It doesn't have a 6 gear, which isn't as good. It's a little bit heavier than the 250s, but I think all in all, that's probably the best option. Alrighty guys, I hope you can hear me because my helmet's sitting on top of my head. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think about my Supermoto idea. Peace.